Gia's hand felt small in mine. It was soft and delicate, and I worried I might crush it, but she kept pulling me through the airport. It was the shock of my life that I was letting her lead me to an undisclosed location. I didn't usually like new people. After a dismal introduction to her best friend's daughter when I visited over the holidays, my stepmom told me I came off as severe. I told her I thought acerbic was a better fit, and she promptly threw a pillow at me. I didn't put much heart into her challenge that for the new year I should try being open to meeting new people. As a social experiment, it didn't interest me, but she'd predicted I wouldn't be able to do it. I didn't like to fail at things. Maybe that was why I let this beautiful, outgoing woman pretend I was her husband to get a seat at a bar. "Where are we going?" She smiled over her shoulder, squeezing my fingers in a way I enjoyed far too much. "It's almost midnight." She said this like it was explanation enough as we traipsed past gate after gate of stranded, sleepy, and annoyed passengers trying to get out of Atlanta. "We have to find a good place to ring in the new year." We'd finished the nachos and had a couple more drinks, but we discovered a mutual appreciation for Doctor Who and ended up talking more than drinking. She kept touching my arm while we were sitting beside each other. Little touches, brushing her hand over my sleeve, and I liked it more and more. I wasn't touched a lot. It had been a long time since I'd been in a relationship, and I wasn't the type of guy people casually touched. But I eagerly awaited her doing it. "What is a good place to ring in the new year inside an airport?" She sped up until we were on the escalator. "The train," she said breathlessly, fingers linked with mine. Gia pulled me toward the empty tram car, and all I could think about was the chemistry of a redox reaction, because all night I'd felt like I was waiting for fireworks that were now about to begin. The train? To look in another terminal? She tugged on my hand, and we walked down the last few steps before reaching the platform. "No, to be on it. Doesn't being in motion when the new year starts sound poetic?" "Are you a poet?" She laughed, her head tipping back. "Just about the furthest thing from it." We talked about a lot of things, but I realized I didn't have any idea what she did for a living. Mime?" She let go of my hand while we waited, seeming to realize she was still holding it, and I missed the contact. "How is that the opposite of a poet?" The disembodied voice announced the arrival of the train. "Attention passengers, please stand clear of the train doors, allowing people to exit." I shrugged. I guess the only truly logical opposite to a poet is not a poet. I didn't exactly hold my breath, but I braced for her to realize we hadn't asked about what each other did. I had a feeling explaining my work might derail this wonderful connection between us. "What if I was a professional mime?" she mused, and my breathing returned to its normal rate as we stepped onto the nearly empty train and she walked toward the back where the wide bench was available. Her arm brushed mine, and I followed her lead and sat on the ledge, settling my roller bag at my feet as she did the same. That might make this night more normal. "You hang out with a lot of mimes on the regular?" "You're fascinating, Felix." I laughed, inhaling the faint hint of whatever scent she'd put on earlier in the day. I hadn't taken notice of how a woman smelled in a long time, and I pushed my finger along my nose to adjust my glasses. "Not really. Now, what are we doing on this train?" "Attention! The train doors are closing. Next stop, Terminal D."